They need creative minds to, the beauty that I see in myself and in you is we can walk into an organization, you in leadership, me in sales, and we can figure out what needs to not be fixed, but what needs to change. And I have a methodology that I came up with because of 30 years being in the business, and I call that SalesCraft. When did you come up with your framework and go, oh my God, this is it, this works?
I did earlier this year, actually.
Okay,
Because I
brilliant.
was earlier this year, because I was just, as you can imagine, I think you saw my video clip on my stevemckinney.com keynote speaking website, that, and where I outlined the 4 steps to it. What's that thing deep inside your heart and in your soul that you really believe in and that you can prove that really works? So digging really deep and searching and thinking, and I'll tell you what really come from it is that and I believe this come from my athletic footwear industry experience, 13 years, and that is that we were always at least 2 to 3 seasons ahead, and sometimes even further ahead on product and ideas, because we cannot be waiting for the customer, or you'll be out of business. So we had to be thinking ahead and, well, what if? Well, what if for this? And one of the things I talk about a little bit is, like, I had the 10% rule of Adidas, for example, where I said we go in there on a Monday and says, okay, what if if we lost, if we had to get 10% more customers, what would you do? And then sit back and ask them, what would you do? And then that's part of my framework calling unleash the collective genius. So I think that doing that really uh, encourages. I think it helps develop that skill. The skill sets of thinking that way, because too many people are still just in reactive mode. They're waiting for the world to crash around them and something to tell them do something, then we're going to do it. And I think that may have worked years ago. It may have to some degree, but not today. So I'm more afraid of not changing than changing, but not just change for change's sake, but just to be on top, anticipating. To be able to stay in the game, you have to be more aggressive, and I believe in that way.